Happy New Year, guys. This is my first video after the new year has begun, and it's an interesting one. It is a PSA return, but of non-TCG cards, Pokemon-related non-TCG cards. They're actually Pokemon Babanuki cards, or as we know them here in the West, Old Maid. Let's hop in. I'll give you some information on them. I'll show you how cool they are. So first we have Charmander. So the interesting thing about these Babanuki cards is Uyama actually did the artwork. So they're very cute. They're very obviously like drawn with pen. They're not super clean drawings. They almost feel like sketches. And I really like the artwork on these actually. The back artwork shows all the different Pokemon that come in the deck. I know PokeRev showed these recently from a mystery box that he got, but you were able to pick up these decks. When I bought these decks, they come in full deck bricks, and when I bought them, I think they were like $5 to $7 a deck. And in a deck, you get 2 of every card except for the Gengar. The Gengar is considered the Old Maid, so you get 1 of those in each deck. So here's the Charmander. I actually sent in, since I bought a bunch of decks, I sent in the starters and Eevee and all of those Pokemon, as many as I had that looked centered enough to get a PSA 10. And as you can see so far, I got a lot of PSA 10s. Out of the 23 that I sent in, I think 19 got a 10. So these cards, I mean, they're basically playing cards. They don't come in a pack. They come in like a sealed brick. They're super good, like card stock. I mean, as long as they're centered, you have a really good chance at getting a 10. There was another person in a Discord that I'm in, got 100% 10s on all of these that he sent in. Now, here's the Squirtle. This is a play that isn't going to exist for very long, I don't think. Because you can get the decks so cheap and the cards sell for, you know, a decent amount in a PSA 10, I really see these just tanking to the floor because there's a lot of people that have done what I did and bought some sealed decks, sent all of them off to get graded because they're such easy 10s, just trying to, you know, quick flip and make a little bit of money. That's exactly what I did here. We're going into the Eevee now. Now, the nice thing is the PSA 10s do sell for a bit. I mean, like maybe $50 for some of like the starters and possibly the Eevee. And then I think the Mew sells for a little more, the Pikachu sells for a little more, and the Gengar sells for a little bit more. So 50 to 70 bucks maybe on like the starters and the Eevee and stuff, and then the Mew and those other ones maybe like close to 100. I think the Pikachu's in the 70s. I sold a Mew already. I'll tell you how that went. And I haven't sold a Gengar yet, but the Gengar sells for more just because there's less of them. But the price that the Gengar I've seen the Gengar go for is kind of wild. But we've got the Eevee there. We've got the Bulbasaur now. A couple of these got 9s. I mean, the 9s are probably going to break even on grading costs. They'll probably be like 20, 25 bucks if I'm lucky. The 10s are the ones that sell for a little bit more, or obviously the money makers. They are cute artworks, though. I got to give them that. And Uyama has drawn a lot of cards in the actual TCG, so there is kind of a correlation between the two. It feels very similar to like the poker cards, where the poker cards are now kind of expensive from BGS. And there's not really much reason that they are, apart from, you know, some of the artwork on them is pretty cool. But those original decks of poker cards are now really expensive. So, but I think they printed, these are from 2019. I think they printed the absolute hell out of these. There's probably a shit ton of them out there that you can still get decks for under 10 bucks. And I think where the poker cards are super old and the price of the decks have risen, I think the price of the graded cards is going to tank, in my opinion. We'll see whether or not that opinion holds, but I do think that we will see the price of these come down before we see the price of the decks go up, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes. Just because there's so much supply and there's 2 mint copies of every card in every deck. I sold a PSA 10 Mew for $70 the other day. I still have to ship it out. But I mean, I bought 3 or 4 decks, $7 a piece, and I've already sold one of these for 70 bucks. I'm pretty much made all my money back on that. And, you know, the rest of these is just going to be hopefully selling for more than the grading fee and making a little bit of money. So we did get quite a few of these Mew 10s. I think all 4 of them got 10, so that's pretty nice. The Mew artwork is very cute as well. All the artworks are super cute. I can understand why people would want to collect these. I don't quite understand why you would buy them graded instead of just buying a deck for yourself. But, you know, it is what it is. We got some Pikachus. PSA 10. We got, I think, 2 10s and 2 9s. They hit me a little harder on the Pikachus than the other cards for some reason, but you know what? It is what it is. I'll take it. It is what it is. They were nice to me on the rest of them. And lastly, we've got the Gengar, which is the Old Maid. Obviously, in the game, I forget, I haven't played the game in so long, but you don't want to have the Old Maid. You don't want to draw the Old Maid? Does the game end when you draw the Old Maid? I don't know. Gengar is a perfect choice for the Old Maid, though, and it's really cute artwork of Gengar. We actually got 2 PSA 10s of the Gengar. So I will be trying to offload these and sell these as fast as humanly possible. But yeah, I would say to anyone interested in these cards, you should just buy a deck. You get 2 of every card, you get 1 of the Gengars, and you should definitely just buy a deck and not buy these graded. Okay? Buy a deck, don't buy them graded, all right? Yeah, that's my little tidbit for you guys. Because these things are super mint. If you buy a deck for, you know, even $20, you're going to get 2 of every card except for the Gengar, and they're all going to be in mint condition. So, but if you are looking for a graded copy, I have a bunch of them currently on eBay. So you can use my eBay referral link below. I think I should be lowest listed for most of them, if not all of them. And yeah, you can find them there. Buy a deck.